Welcome to Module K.2, Phonological and Phonemic Awareness. First, you're going to watch a video of the game Hickety Pickety Bumblebee. As you're watching the video, ask yourself, if you were a 3 to 6-year-old, what would you have learned from this activity?
Now the bumblebee's going to go buzzing, and when it points to you, you get to say your name, okay? And the poem goes like this. Hickety pickety bumblebee, who could say their name for me? Bzzz. Who's that?
Christina.
Christina. Let's all say her name. Christina. Let's clap and say it. Christina. 3 claps. Let's whisper it. Christina. Let's turn off our voices. Can you do that? It's kind of hard. You go, and just clap it. Hickety pickety bumblebee, who could say their name for me? Zzz. Who's that? David and Valerie. We'll first do David, okay? Let's all say his name. David. Let's clap and say it. David. Let's whisper it. David. Let's turn off our voices and just clap it. Hickety pickety bumblebee, who could say their name for me? Zzz. Who's that? Grant. Let's all say his name. Grant. Let's clap and say it. Grant. Let's whisper it. Grant. Let's turn off our voices and just clap it. Grant.
In today's module, you'll be able to define the different components of phonological and phonemic awareness, understand the elements of a PPA lesson, and incorporate PPA throughout the day. Phonological and phonemic awareness is a crucial precursor to being able to encode and decode. This is not just for pre-kindergarten and kindergarten. If you're working with older scholars, it's important to understand PPA as a foundation to reading. We will have students who did not have the exposure, which can be a root cause to reading gaps in the upper grades. As Fee 5 Phonemic Awareness states, there is a national call for explicit, systematic instruction in phonological and phonemic awareness before children reach 3rd grade. And as Phonemic Awareness in Young Children states, before children can make any sense of alphabetic principle, they must understand that those sounds that are paired with the letters are one and the same as sounds of speech. In order to better understand PPA, we're going to watch a short video on the difference between phonological awareness and phonics, 2 terms that are often confused. Phonology is the science of speech sounds, where phonological awareness is a broader term that refers to a set of abilities, the ability to recognize the sound structure of speech. Phonemic awareness is the sets of abilities and the awareness that the language is composed of small sounds. We're going to spend a little time defining the elements of phonological awareness. The first element is rhyme and alliteration. Alliteration is the repeated initial sounds in 2 or more words in a row. such as in the example Willoughby, Wallaby, Woo, in which all three words begin with the W sound. Rhyme are words that have middle and ending sounds that sound the same. For example, the term fat cat, where the at sound is found as the ending sound in both words. Words are defined as chunks of sound that have meaning. Syllables are the sound pulses of your voice. For young children, it's how often your jaw hits your hand if you were to cup your hand right underneath the jaw. Try it now. Put your hand underneath your jaw and say the word syllable. You'll feel your jaw hit your hand 3 times, showing you that the word syllable has 3 syllables. Onset is the initial phonological unit of any word, where rhyme is the string of letters that follow. So for example, in the word cat, the onset is the k sound, and the rhyme is at. Phonemic awareness is the ability to distinguish and manipulate phonemes. Phonemes are the smallest unit of sound. For example, the k in cat and the k in car are phonemes identifying words with the same beginning sound. A strong formal PPA lesson is fast, fun, and focused. You might use songs, poems, movement, and games to keep things fun and entertaining. They are also simple. It should be easy for students to understand how to play along, even if they struggle with the skill itself. They should be repetitive. Students love to do the same activities over and over. And they also need lots of practice to develop these skills. PPA lessons should always be short, 5 to 10 minutes max. And every PPA lesson should include a brief introduction to the skill that is less than 1 minute, teacher modeling of the skill, if needed, which should be no longer than 1 minute, and group practice of the skill through a song, poem, movement, or game. This might take 3 to 8 minutes.
So these are the box of objects with all of these sounds in them. And I brought another friend for us today. This is Croc. You want to say hello?
Hello, Croc. Hello, Croc.
Now, Croc is just learning how to talk. He's not very good and he would need your help. So he's learning lots of new words. Ryan, would you like to pick something from our basket and see if you can tell us what it's called? It's a brambulance. Is that right? No.
Ambulance.
What is it?
Ambulance.
Ambulance. Can you tell him how to say it properly? What does it begin with? Ambulance. Shall we see if you can say it properly? Ready? Ambulance. Was that good?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Croc. We'll put that one down. Katie, would you like to pick something out? Let's see what Katie's going to pick. Do you know what this is, Croc? It's a squenguin.
No. It starts with a K.
Starts what sound does it start with?
P.
A P. What sound does that make?
Penguin. Penguin.
Penguin. Can you tell him that first sound?
Penguin.
Penguin. Let's see if you can get it right.
Penguin.
Penguin. Did he do it? Yeah, you're very good teachers.
Throughout the day, there are a multitude of informal PPA opportunities. They can be integrated in informal ways, such as in transitions, songs, meal times, read-alouds, waiting in line, at the threshold, during morning meeting or closing circles. Think about 1 or 2 areas that you might be able to incorporate a song or other poem or other PPA informal opportunity during your school day. Rocky Mountain Prep takes PPA incredibly seriously, and we believe that it is one of the major factors for the success of our scholars academically. In turn, we have tons of resources on phonemic awareness. Please don't hesitate to reach out for additional resources in order to incorporate PPA both formally and informally in your classroom, regardless of grade level.